Hey guys, so as you can probably tell, I'm doing two of these at least back to back just because my kids are asleep. And actually some of this resonated with me this past week when I was out of class. I was actually at a writing conference or a writing workshop in Provo, Utah, and it was extremely helpful. And one of the things that we were able to do there was to kind of sit down and talk about the novel or the piece that we were working on, and just throw out some of our ideas and then get immediate feedback from from an award-winning author, as well as our group members, which I thought was really quite cool, not just because it was extremely helpful, but also because it reminded me of when I was reading Jody Shipka's Beyond Text and Talk, that chapter from first year composition. And in fact, I actually highlighted it in my book because I thought, oh, this is such a great idea, where during one of the portions of their main project, where they were able to come in after they had like a little bit more of a general idea of where they're going with things, and things are a little bit more solidified, but during one of their workshop sessions, they would just really sit down with their peers and kind of talk about some of the ideas they had about where they were going with this major project. And which of course sounds very much like what we were able to do at this writing workshop. Now, the people that host these are creative writers. They are, I don't know that they really have a background in writing education and that sort of thing. So for them, for this woman in particular to have come up with this, I thought was, wow, I wonder, maybe she had a little bit of instruction about that, but maybe not, because like I said, just being able to exchange those ideas, not only do you learn something about your own, in my case, for my own novel, did I learn something, but also in hearing some of the struggles that the other participants were having, I was able, I'm able to kind of like keep that in the back of my head and to know how to pull that forward into my own work. And so I think that is exactly what Jody Shipka was kind of getting at in this section, was to make sure that you give students the chance to just really talk things out, because as she discusses in this, their ideas become much more creative and innovative than they would have thought otherwise if they had just stuck with their own, if they had just stayed with themselves, if they just came up from their own idea, which would have been a good idea. But being able to speak with someone and kind of get even more inspiration makes things even better. Just like when I worked at the writing lab, being able to work with students and show them like different ways that you can help their papers become even better than what they thought they could. And it's just switching a few little things around. And anyhow, so like I said, that session that Shipka talked about, I actually got to kind of see that play out in real life at this conference, and something that I'm definitely going to be keeping in mind for my own students once I start teaching. Anyhow, thanks. Bye.